HUD is poised to end Obama's illegal Section 8 housing grant scheme. Hello folks, my name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times, and today we have a news story. This one comes courtesy of the Examiner, and it says that the Department of Housing and Urban Development is poised to reverse the Obama administration's policy and return to a competitive bidding process to award Section 8 housing. The move would overturn the Obama-era methodology of using grant-style process that was rebuked by administrators and ultimately by the U.S. Supreme Court. The HUD officials said many of these steps necessary to change back the competitive procurement method are being taken now, but did not want to comment on when the announcement from the department might happen for fear of tainting the bidding process. Supporters of the competitive bidding procurement process say the net results will increase efficiency in the program and save taxpayer money. And Republican lawmakers that have been critical of HUD's actions in the past are applauding the change in course as well. Representative Mario Diaz, Republican of Florida, said, quote, "We're dealing with performance-based Section 8 contract administrators. It's clear that full and open competition is the way to get the best value for the taxpayer." He went on to say, as chairman of the Housing Appropriations Subcommittee, I have repeatedly insisted both publicly and privately that HUD follow congressional intent, GAO, and the Supreme Court. Diaz is one of the small handful of elected officials who put pressure on HUD and then Secretary Julian Castro during the years in which HUD ignored findings that their grant process was in fact illegal. Illegal, folks. Section 8 housing is a federal program that pays rental assistance to landlords to help low-income people acquire affordable housing. Because HUD had problems administrating the program in 1995, it started to contract out the management of Section 8 housing units through a competitive bidding process. However, in March of 2012, HUD suddenly shifted away from the competitive bidding process and began using funding mechanisms which were more like grants. Contractors who had previously gained HUD's business under the bidding process appealed the Government Accountability Office in 2012, just months after HUD changed course. And by August of that year, the GAO ruled that HUD's actions were unreasonable and in disregard of applicable statutory guidance. So it says that Eric Strong is the CEO of Navigate Affordable Housing Partners, a company that has won HUD Section 8 contracts in the past under the competitive system. He also publicly lobbied HUD to change back to the performance-based contracting method. And he said, quote, "All we ever wanted was fair and open competition because we know it results in the best financial situation for the taxpayer and would also result in better housing for the residents who live in those Section 8 units." So they're trying to get back to the competitive based bidding process at HUD. Now, what is this Section 8 housing grants that has been going on through the Obama administration from 2012 till now that they want to change it? Well, the Section 8 housing grants, what really is a grant that helps a disadvantaged person afford housing. Section 8 grants are federal housing vouchers that pay for a portion of the recipient's monthly cost and do not have to be repaid. Housing vouchers are processed and paid by the local public housing agencies that are overseen by the Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD. So in order to be eligible for these requirements, you have to be an applicant of Section 8 vouchers and must be disabled or aged 62 or older, or have other members of the household, such as children, who constitute a family unit, according to HUD rules. Applicants must be U.S. citizens or have legal immigration status. The total number of the household may not exceed 50% of the median income in the rental area. The PHA requires documentations of income and family size for all applicants. Now, what type of housing can they get? Okay, it says all housing in Section 8 must meet the health and safety standards used by the PHA. The applicants may choose any rental residence that meet all of the qualifications of the housing voucher program. It says acceptable resident types include single-family homes, townhomes, and apartments. The applicant is responsible for finding the rental property owned by a landlord who would accept Section 8 payments. Landlords are not required by law to accept housing grants. The applicant can apply for Section 8 assistance for his current residence if the landlord agrees to the agreement. The PHA can decide to allow a renter to use vouchers towards the purchase of a modest home. So you can even buy a house using Section 8. I did not know that. It goes on to say that what is the voucher system? So the voucher system, it says the total of vouchers is determined by the applicant's information and the standard rent amounts the PHA uses for the area of the rental housing or the payment standards. The voucher will not pay the entire amount of the rent. The typical maximum amount for Section 8 grant is the payment standard minus 30% of the household's adjusted gross income, or the money left over from wages after payroll taxes are subtracted. The recipient is responsible for paying the landlord the difference between the monthly rent and the voucher amount, according to HUD rules. The PHA pays the voucher directly to the landlord as per Section 982.514 of the U.S. Code. So, if you are a landlord and your tenant is Section 8, the PHA will send a check directly to you, and the tenant will be responsible for paying the difference of how much the rent is to how much HUD gives them. Okay. Now, these grants can be transferable, which means that if the person moves from one place to the other, those grants can go with that person. But both the PHA and HUD must have enough time to transfer that information and those funds to the new landlord. So they're transferable. Free money, can buy a house with them, transferable. And in order to get them, you either have to have a whole bunch of kids, be 62 or older, or be disabled. And when they mean disabled, it could be anything. You know, if you go and get disability for, being overweight or whatever, then you can qualify. The Supreme Court has found that this is illegal. And a lot of people within HUD knew that this was illegal. And that's why they tried to challenge the Obama administration, but it never changed under Obama. Now it started to change under the new Secretary of HUD, Ben Carson, and President Trump. So let us know what you guys think about this, folks. Which way is the best way for Section 8 to work? Under grants, which will give free money, be able to give these people the ability to buy homes, or through the competitive process that has been happening before 2012, from 95 to 2012. Which way is the best way, do you think, for people to receive their Section 8 housing benefits? Which way is the best way for you guys? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments section below. Ben Carson is doing a very good job trying to fix HUD, trying to make sure that it's not corrupt and it's not wasting money. So we applaud Secretary of HUD, Ben Carson. We think that he's doing a very good job. He's making sure that it's running correctly and not crooked like the Obama administration was running it. So if you're proud of Ben Carson, give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you guys missed any of your previous videos, they should be coming up on your screen. Links for our social medias in the description below. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Will be greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel, subscribe by clicking the red button below or the black button that should be coming up on your screen. It's interactive. It'll give you the option to join the community, and we welcome you. One last thing. If you'd like to sign up to our newsletter, go to goldenstatetimes.com. You guys can sign up there. It's free. You'll receive a newsletter from us packed full of articles and news and videos, future streams, previous streams, all that stuff on our newsletter every other day to your inbox. It's free. If you would like to help us get to the next Trump rally, because we have press passes now, which is awesome. If you'd like to help us, the link is in the description below or on our website at goldenstatetimes.com. Again, that's goldenstatetimes.com. And you can help us there through PayPal or GoFundMe. And at the same time, sign up for our newsletter. So it's all in one place. Thank you very much, everyone. My name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times, and I'll see you soon. Peace.